What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. Been getting some emails, some posts on my Facebook, messages and messages on YouTube, asking me, can I make a video about protein requirements, because Jason Blaha has recently come out with one about protein requirements for natural or enhanced or in general, or, I mean, I watched some of the video, and it was a couple days ago, so, or whenever it came out, so I don't really remember what it was about, because I watched several of Jason's videos, so I can't remember exactly which one was which. But, okay, my opinion, and what I have found over the last 20 years. Now, let me start off by saying, Blaha's a friend of mine, he's a good dude, and he is very mathematical, scientific, he's by the numbers, he's a by the numbers kind of guy. So, you know, he really likes to use the studies and stuff like that, and base things on science. But he also talks about the fact that he changed some stuff himself and saw no difference between using less protein and more protein. Now, that not necessarily is scientific. That's more bro that he's trying to, you know, figure out for himself what works. And he said he came up with the fact that he doesn't feel any different with less protein. Now, going by what I've seen for the last 20 years in myself and with most people I've come in contact with. Now, there are people out there who can go use take in very little bit of protein and still gain muscle. Now, is that the general population? No, I don't believe so. And how much protein should you take in? I don't know. That's the honest to God answer. I don't know. Whatever you're taking in right now, that's your starting point. That's where you figure out how much protein you need. Protein is the only thing that builds muscle. Carbs don't build muscle. Fat doesn't build muscle. Protein builds muscle. So if you're not building muscle, then you're probably not getting enough protein. It's not the carbs. If you're up the carbs, you're not going to suddenly build more muscle. If you're up the fats, you're not going to suddenly build more muscle. Are you stimulating the muscle enough to grow, first of all? Second of all, are you getting enough muscle, enough protein to feed the muscle to grow? If you are gaining muscle at a good rate, you're getting enough protein. You're building muscle. Now, could you take in less? Try it. Try cutting out 20 grams, see if your gains stop. Cut out another 20 grams, see if your gains stop. If you're still gaining, cut out another 20 grams. Your strength in muscle mass start to level out. Put another 10 grams in. See if it kicks in again. That's the thing I talk about, experimenting and find out what works for you. I couldn't tell you, you know, even a guideline. I wouldn't even fucking give a guideline. I wouldn't even give a specific, like, well, between 8 to 10. Nope. No fucking guidelines. Whatever you're doing right now, that's what you base it on. And what you find out, according to your own body, is how much you need, is how much you need. Plain and simple. I personally am under the guys. Is that guys? I'm personally into the guys that you need more protein than you would actually need to build muscle. If you were going to build a house, and every day you would bring wood to build a house and build building materials, well, what if you needed a little more wood? You got to run out and get more. The building materials are not there. Now, if you backed up a whole bunch of trucks at the beginning of the day and dropped off enough wood for what, maybe 2 days, well, for one day you're not going to run out. So the materials are there when you need them. And to me, protein is just the same. You're building a house, which is your body, and your lumber and stuff is your protein and your amino acids. So if you don't have enough and you need it, you're going to shortchange yourself. So I would rather have extra protein and less carbs, because a lot of people say, well, you know, you're wasting all that extra protein. Well, if the protein needs to be converted to glucose, you're going to do you're going to use the protein via gluconeogenesis to burn it off as fuel. So what's the fucking difference between taking too much protein or having the carbs? Even when you know, make glucose from protein via gluconeogenesis, it's harder for your body to do that. So therefore, you actually burn more calories in that process, which theoretically you could. Maybe some people do, maybe some people don't. Scientifically, is it proven? No, but it's harder for your body to do that. So if your body has to work harder at something, it goes in more of a caloric deficit, which you guys who love the calories in, calories out love. So it makes sense to me to have more protein, less carbs, and less fat to make sure that you're covered for that protein. Now, what I would do in the past was I tried the low protein thing, which was like about 100. I was 250 around there. I tried to eat 150 grams, and I noticed my strength in muscle mass took a dive fast. Strength goes down right away within about, first you'll see the muscle flatten out. You feel flat and skinny. That's indicative of muscle loss. If you're eating enough carbs, have enough of sodium in your diet, enough water, and you're feeling flat, you're losing muscle. And then you'll notice the strength starts to take decline after about, man, I'm just talking all fucked up today because my allergy kicked in and my fucking nose is all stuffed up and fuck. So where was I? Allergies? No. Anyways, so if you're, as I was starting, my strength was taking a dive, I'd started to add some more protein. And I figured out that it was probably about a pound of body weight, a gram per pound of body weight is what I needed to maintain my strength and muscle mass. And what I did was stay on that for about 2 or 3 months, see how that, worked out. I wasn't really getting any stronger. And then what I did was slightly bumped up my protein a little bit. Now you're looking at 275 grams. So you just added 25 grams to it. And lo and behold, my strength started to go up. To me, what I look for when I'm building muscle, I start to see the strength go up. And when I say strength, I don't mean 1 rep max. I mean within the 10 to 12 reps, my strength is physically going up all the time. As your strength's going up within those hypertrophy reps, the body builds muscle. I'm getting enough rest. I'm stimulating the muscle to grow. I'm eating enough. I'm growing. So bottom line, the way I see it, it's an experiment. It's a game for everybody. There is no right and wrong way. You just have to find what works for you. Just like Jason said he did better on low protein. Well, he found out something that works for him. Now, if you ask someone else, they tell him he's doing it wrong, but it's working. So my advice to anybody out there who's wondering, am I getting enough protein? Do I need more protein? Well, where are you at right now? What's happening right now? Look at the now, because now is now. Whatever you did in the past doesn't matter. Whatever you did to get to where you are now doesn't fucking matter. So wherever you are, that's where you are. Where you want to go, that's where you need to change things if you're not going in the direction you want to go. If you're already going in the direction you want to go, who fucking cares what someone says? Who gives a shit what the next guy, what I say, what Blaha says, what Lane says? Who fucking cares? Bottom line is you're getting results for your body, and that's all that matters. Bios3training@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. There's plenty of protein to go around. www.bios3training.com is the blog, and where is the protein building bicep, and we're out.
ExtremeLiving.biz would like to announce that we are bringing Jerry Ward of Bios3 Training and Jason English of Big J's Extreme Fitness to our booth at the 2014 Blue Ridge Fitness Festival, where Mark the Machine Lowbliner will hold the ANBF Natural Bodybuilding Show. More information can be found at ExtremeLiving.biz. See you there.